Welcome back to the vlog and welcome here to Goroka, Papua New Guinea. My name is Ryan. We're heading out to Yifki today, a really beautiful place, and it looks like it's going to be a stellar day today. So let's go ahead and get started. We've got an hour and 10-minute flight or so. Igniter's on, fuel pump on, make sure my fuel's all on and low start. Over 14%, introduce my low idle, which is just introducing fuel. Watch my NG, make sure it goes over 30-35% for a hung start. Watch the ITT, watching the rate kind of as it comes up to see if it's going to be a hot start, but oh god. Alright, once the external power's disconnected, I can throw my generator on, alternator on, and my auxiliary bus. Just prop forward. It's an hour and 10-minute flight out there. I'm picking up missionaries from a helicopter location. We're using this as just a staging area. Picking them up, bringing them back, and then heading on down to Port Moresby this afternoon with them. So yeah, it's going to be a fun, busy day today. Going out at 16,000 feet today because it's just a gorgeous morning out. I think we've just switched into dry season now because the sky, it's like twice as blue, and there's not clouds high up, which is very different.
Hey guys, before we get going, I need to let you know of a free aviation product giveaway. It's only for the month of June. Check out the link down below. You don't want to miss out.
Goroka Tower, good morning. November Tango Kilo, request taxi, Yifki 1 POB.
Tango Kilo, Roger, taxi for 17 left, elevate track and line up 1020. Time check 27.
1020, clear to backtrack and line up 17 left, November Tango Kilo. Clear both ways. We'll do our overspeed governor check as we pull on the runway. We're not 50 knots by that taxiway that we just pulled off of. We'll board on the runway. Otherwise, after takeoff, we'll pitch for 85 knots, consider our EPL, consider our feather, 80 full flaps, emergencies, mask, crack my door, make my call. November Tango Kilo, be ready for departure on lineup.
Tango Kilo, Rosa, traffic crossing, Kilo Sierra, India, 2 Nota, Agent for Najib, estimating a beam Goroka 47, 1000. It's not in contact with Moresby. It's not aware of you. Right and clear for takeoff.
Copy Kilo, Sierra, India, clear for takeoff. November Tango Kilo. Ignition and lights, harnesses, high, idle, and 1490 for 1440 because we're in bypass, so I do it 50 below for my torque settings. So ignition, condition, flaps 20, fuel and harnesses. Checklist is complete. One last thing I forgot. Weight 62 and 73. Rotate at 62. Yeah, alright, airspeed is alive. And there's rotate. Got a hawk ahead of me, a couple of them actually, or get over top of them. Go ahead and start making our right-hand turn now, just so we don't have to go all the way through all these clouds. So we know that we can stay VFR wiggling our way through these, then we'll pitch over at 85 knots. That should give us enough room. Now I can go ahead and pitch for 85 knots. Bring my flaps up and get into my best rate of climb up to 16,000 feet today. Over 90, we'll go 0 degrees, bring a prop to 2,000 RPM. Then just pitch for 100 knots. Ending light off, engine inlet back normal, igniter's turned off. As you can see ahead of me how blue the sky is. Like, this is pretty rare. just last Saturday, it was like the shift. They have like dry season here and rainy season, and it's like a light switch when it comes every year, it seems. Like it's not like this transition into like dry season like it is rainy season. Kind of works in and out for about a month and a half or so, maybe 2 months. But when dry season comes, it's like all of a sudden one day the sky looks different, the sun feels different, and we're into dry season, which is great because, well, for one, it's beautiful flying weather, but it is nice, cold, crisp mornings, like fall mornings, low 50s, and yeah, it's just beautiful. Rook Tower, November Tango Kilo, departed time 30, tracking 284 on climb 16,000, estimating overhead Currumbin 53.
Tango Kilo, Roger, second level on climb 2.
Passing 7,000 on climb 16,000, November Tango Kilo.
Tango Kilo 16,000, contact Mosby 120.1, 653 to 8819 and 15 West.
15 West, 120, 16538 or 8819, November Tango Kilo. In the past couple of videos, I've had some questions regarding like ATC and how it's a little bit different here than it is around the world, more specifically in the States. Some of the terminology we use here and how things are said are a little bit different, or some even the information is a little bit different. So when I taxi out of any location, whether it be Goroka, at a towered place, or out of a bush location, I'm always saying like how many POBs, like how many persons on board are on my plane. That way, in case of an accident, they know how many people to be looking for. So I would say that's probably the most common question that I get is, what is POB? The second one is like regarding time. If I say I'm going to be arriving at Currumbin today at time 5:03, it means 53 minutes past the hour. So this morning's going to be 8:53 when I get there. I would say those are the most two common questions regarding anything dealing with air traffic control, talking on the radio. Because we're going up to 16,000 today, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my oxygen. This is not a pressurized airplane, so we do have to wear supplemental oxygen. Here in this country, it's a little bit different than, like, let's say the States. I believe the States, like, I want to say, I might be wrong, you can correct me, I think it's 12,500 for more than 30 minutes. The pilot has to wear oxygen, and any time over 14,000 at all times. So here in Papua New Guinea, I think maybe Australia too, anytime you are basically over 10,000 feet for more than 30 minutes, or over 14,000 at all times. Most of our flights are, even if you're over, even like most of my flights, I'm flying at 10 or 11,000 feet. But with the climb and the descent included, then we're really not up over there for more than 30 minutes. So that's how we can not have to wear oxygen on all of our flights. But on this one, because it is an hour long, I'm going to throw oxygen on, and obviously because I'm going up to 16,000. Moresby 1207, November Tango Kilo.
November Tango Kilo, Moresby, reading is strength 3-4, go ahead.
Reading is strength 5, November Tango Kilo, at 16 miles to the west, passing 11,800 on climb 16,000, copy Kilo Sierra India, estimating Currumbin 53.
November Tango Kilo, traffic out Tango Echo ATR 76, departed Moresby 4 Hagen, Nunagaku on arrival, estimate Yabal 2241, and estimate Hagen by time interval 2253. We'll be on the stand for 18,000.
Copy Alpha Tango Echo, November Tango Kilo.
November Tango Kilo and area QNH 1009er.
1009er, November Tango Kilo.
Stations east of Hagen, 101 Alpha Tango Echo, ATRs, 38 miles to run. Mount Hagen, top of descent left 18,000, inbound via the RNAV. Alpha approach, estimating position. Echo Foxtrot, time 47. Stations 101.
So Alpha Tango Echo is about here right now, a little ahead of me. He's coming into Mount Hagen. So he'll be coming in here and then coming in that way on their arrival.
November Tango Kilo, Moresby, confirm level.
1,300, 13,500 on climb 16,000, November Kilo.
November Tango Kilo.
Moresby 1201, November Tango Kilo, overhead grumping at this time, 16,000.
November Tango Kilo, must you confirm I'm at 16,000?
As filed, 16,000, November Tango Kilo.
November Tango Kilo, contact Hagen Tower now 120.5.
120.5, November Tango Kilo. Hagen Tower, November Tango Kilo, overhead grumping at this time, 16,000. Estimating north of beam, time 59er, fire gap 02.
November Tango Kilo, Hagen Tower, good morning. QNH is 1020 and traffic by 2. Mike Alpha Lima, Cessna Caravan, flying up runway 12 now. On departure will be on a right 10. Track ready Kuta on climb 10,000 for Palimo. And inbound Alpha November Juliet, Fokker 100 for Moresby. Estimate to pass group 252, flight level 320. Hagen at time 2306. Call again, north of beam Hagen.
Copy, traffic by 2, call again, north of beam, November Tango Kilo. So, here is Mount Hagen. Mike Alpha Lima is heading all the way up here, Vanimo, and the other airplane, Alpha November Juliet, is probably about right there.
Mike Alpha Lima, runway 12, make a right 10, clear for takeoff.
She's probably closer.
Right 10, clear for takeoff, Mike Alpha Lima.
Moresby 126.7, November Tango Kilo transfer.
And November Tango Kilo, 1 seek ahead.
November Tango Kilo, fire gap this time 16,000. Estimating Yifki time 32.
November Tango Kilo, 16,000, no additional reported traffic. QNH 1009. East call on primary 6538, no contact 8819.
6538 or 8819er Yifki, November Tango Kilo. We are 45 miles to run, which is about 16 minutes. So let's go ahead and look over the strip chart together. Going into Yifki today, it's 590 meters, 7% slope, and the elevation is 3250. So I've already got my top of descent all set up in here. So Betty will let me know what time it's time to go down. This is typically a really nice runway. It's all grass, and because it's a 7% slope, basically the flare and everything is just a little bit different than a flat runway. I've covered it a little bit before in a couple other videos over the past year. But basically, as you're coming in, if this is the hill, you have to come in, you have to match the slope before adjusting any power, match the slope, and then reduce power and then flare. The reason why you don't just pull out your power and flare as normal is because you want to be, basically, you'll stall a lot quicker and you'll smack the ground a lot harder if you don't match the slope. But yeah, like I said, you're coming in, you match the slope really quickly. I mean, it's within like a half a second. You match the slope, reduce power, and then flare, and then touchdown. So it all happens pretty quick, and it happens even faster if you've got a tailwind pushing you in as well.
Vertical track.
Betty letting me know it's time to go on down at my vertical speed, and I have it set up to go down basically 900 to 1,000 feet per minute. All right. Well, 9 times out of 10, this valley is going to be open. Today, I can't really tell. More than likely it is. Right now, all I'm seeing is a bunch of clouds. It looks all clear right here, and then we have to go around the corner up there. So we will see how it goes. Otherwise, what we'll do is we'll wiggle our way through these clouds or maybe climb back up a little bit. 15 miles out, this is a great time to start up my checklist, selectors and brakes. We'll turn TAWs off, our VREF, which is our approach speed, basically 6,600. So 60 and 71. So 71 is going to be our approach speed. We can throw our landing light on, turn our pitot heats off. We'll do that in a minute. We'll do prop and harness here in a second. Let's take a look and see what we're looking at. Where is my valley? Goes in this way, straight straight ahead. So I think it's that smaller, yeah. And where those, let's go ahead and pull power out, prop forward. This will be a pretty flight down this valley with all the clouds touching all the mountains. We'll see how open it is. All stations, Yiffy 1285, November Tango Kilo, 12 miles to the east, 7,700. Circuit time, Yiffy 31. All right, can't quite see down the valley yet, so I'm gonna head out here off to the left just a tiny bit, give myself a little bit more room to maneuver, come back out of here if I need to, see if there's any rain in the morning. Probably not, but there is rain up there, so it's looking really nice. Beautiful. All right, let's head on down that way. Bring my power back in a little bit. Take a look at this view. Man, never gets old, not even for me. Even head on down a little bit lower so you guys can see how awesome this valley is and how steep these mountains are. It's just incredible. Current altitude is 4,300. Got 1,000 foot to go. We have to go around here. It's basically at the river. So we're going to add power up, 20 degrees flaps, right hand turn out, pitch for 73 knots, and reset our ITT to 740. Wow. Yeah, absolutely incredible. If you think this is a beautiful view, give this video a thumbs up right now. We've got lights and inlets. So we've got our lights on. We'll do an inlet in a second. We already did that. A prop and harness. So we can do prop and harness. We'll go flaps to go and are canceling our SAR once we get a little bit closer. Here's 4,300. Let's bring my power back up to 1250. My torque. If you want to fly down this same valley on your home sim, I do have this same flight on my Patreon page. Heading from Goroka out to Yiffy. We've got actually Yiffy for Microsoft Flight Sim. It wasn't on there in detail. It was just like a clear ring. But someone has actually designed it and did an excellent, phenomenal job. I mean, it really does look, I mean, he's got the buildings that even look the same. So really, really cool job if you want to check that out. All right, as I head in, I need to make sure that I'm going in the right valley because there is a fake valley that looks very, very similar. We want to go into the one that actually has a river coming out. If it doesn't have a river, it's not the one. So this valley right here, it looks very, very, very similar. I think this is the fake one. Let me see. Yeah, this one almost looks identical. The mountain coming down, the mountain going up, looks very, very similar to the one that I actually want, but it's not the one because there's no river coming out. Once you get in a little bit further, then you're like, oh, no, it doesn't quite look right. All stations, Yiffy, November Tango, Kilo, 4 miles to the east, 3,700. Circuit time 3-1, Yiffy. Correction, 3-4, Yiffy. OSB 6538, November Tango, Kilo.
Tango Kilo, most video head.
November Tango Kilo is in the circuit, Yiffy, cancel SAR.
Tango Kilo, Yiffy, Howard, submitted.
November Tango Kilo. All stations, Yiffy, November Tango Kilo, joining into the circuit. All right, this is the right valley. We'll see if the helicopter's here yet. The whole circuit around and then come back around, and this will be my base right here, straight ahead of me. I don't see the helicopter yet. Hopefully he'll be here soon enough. Color of it makes it look like it's long. Hopefully it's not. But it looks, not long, but it looks longer than it should be. We'll see. Nope, the helicopter is there. Alright. Not down, we want to turn final 3650. Actually, well, more like 3600.
Grid.
71, 81, and 91. Let's go 20 degrees of flaps and slow to 91 knots. We'll turn our base at like 3800, 3850. Turn our base. At 3850. I want to slow on down to 81 knots. There's 81
500.
knots. Full flap checklist is complete. And turning final right at 3600. And now slowing to 71 knots. All right, once we pass this river, we're committed to land just because we can't turn back around. And eventually to
500.
There's 71. All right, we are committed to land. And we're going to match the slope first. And match the slope, pull the power, and flare. Alright, well the grass isn't as bad as I thought, so that's good. Helicopter's here, that's great. If you guys did enjoy that, give it a thumbs up if you did. If you like that valley flying, if you like the beautiful blue sky, whatever. Leave a comment down below also what you guys thought. And consider subscribing. I got videos out a couple times a week, so there's always one there for you to watch. And as always guys, have a great day. See you next time.
I want to remind you, go check out that link down below to sign up for the free E3 Aviation product giveaway. It's only for this month, completely free. Every time you share the link with one of your friends, you get extra points, completely free. You don't want to miss out.